Hey everyone! I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are. I hope that whatever you're up to, wherever you are, you're enjoying life and you're staying in the moment as much as possible. If you guys are interested, you can join my team at patreon.com/boomshaka. That's my name. That's patreon.com/boomshaka. In today's video, I want to speak to you guys about something that's been kind of going on in my life. I am in Chiang Mai right now in Thailand. And in order to stay here for a year, so I don't have to go back and forth and leave the country and come back over and over again, which was really disruptive to my work, to my creativity, I decided to get the education visa, which is for a year, and you learn the language, Thai language, right? It's really great. It's so great that the Thai government actually has something like this, because it's also really useful for me to learn the language. I feel more connected to the people here. I feel more connected to the culture here because I know the language. And so I've been studying it since July 27th, so basically August, October, September, October. So yeah, 2 months. Yeah, I've been studying it for 2 months now, 60 days. I go, 4 times a week, 2 hours a day and all that stuff. And so I've been studying it. And you know how you kind of go into something and you don't realize, you don't have any expectations of it. I had no expectations at all. Everyone's told me, because it's a tonal language, that means that, ka, every word is depending on the tone. It's a high tone or a low tone or a rising tone or a falling tone. So some words are like ko, and some words are flat tones, chuai, things like that. So I've never actually learned a tonal language. I only know English and Hindi, and they're flat tones, like flat languages, right? And so everyone's been telling me it's a really hard language to learn. So, be careful. You're probably not going to learn anything in a year. Just, have low expectations, blah, blah, blah. And so I actually went in with no expectations, because I thought to myself, okay, I don't know how it's going to be. I know people can be misleading, right? Some people think that Thailand is the most dangerous country on this planet, and I've noticed it's the most peaceful country ever. I love the people here, right? So I never trust anyone else's judgment anymore. So I went in with no expectations, and I've been studying it, doing a little bit of homework every single week, maybe 2 or 3 hours of work on the side, barely, really, and going to class. And I've noticed a astonishingly marked improvement in the way I understand the language. People will be speaking to me, "Arai ka," and I'll know what they're talking about. I'll know what they're saying. Even though I don't know the grammar really well, I'll be able to reply back in broken Thai, right? And so I'll be able to say "gin pla," which means I want to eat fish, things like that. And so simple, right? It's a simple twist. Happened so quickly. I've only been studying it for 2 months, really. I guess I'm very immersed in it as well, because obviously I'm taking the classes, I'm in the culture, I hear it all the time. And then recently, maybe 2 weeks ago, we started learning how to write the alphabet. And so they have 32 vowels and 44 consonants. It's a really complicated language. I don't know how they came up with it. Seriously, there's so much to it. I literally wonder about the kids here. How did they learn the language? It's so complicated. I'm so grateful that I only have to learn Hindi and English. Seriously, right? And so we're learning how to read and write. And I'm walking around on the streets. And until that point in time, I had never even paid attention to any of the writing on the streets, because I had no idea what they were talking about. I had no idea. I had no idea, right? Now, even just after 2 weeks, only been 2 weeks, right? I'm walking around and I noticed certain alphabets are jumping out at me because I've studied them in class. Go guy, bo pla, bo bai, whatever it might be. I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh man, I know that alphabet. Again, I don't know what the word means. I can read a bit of it. I don't know what they're saying, but the transformation from being an outsider to having no idea what the hell I'm talking about, what they're talking about, what it's written, to going to a place where I can understand a little bit of what they're saying, they can understand me a little bit more, and I can read a little bit, is astonishing to me, at least. It's been mind-bogglingly different how much my experience as a resident of Chiang Mai has changed completely, just because I started learning the language. Just because of that. Just a tiny little tweak. Right? Not a big deal at all, really, if you think about it. And so if you are ever traveling anywhere, or you're moving to a country, the first thing I recommend to you, the first thing obviously, is to try out their food, because that really gives you an insight into their culture. Thai people love their food. They love food. They could eat for hours. Like, they're so skinny, but they eat a lot, and they really enjoy their food. They love eating. They love flavor, right? There's so much flavor in their food. I love Thai food. And so I recommend obviously go eat their food, traditional food, right? Not McDonald's or whatever. You can add that also, but try to have as much of their traditional food as well. And also, and absolutely also, go and learn the language, even if it's just the basics, even if it's just numbers and hello, hi, whatever, what the different names of foods and all that stuff. For me, that was very crucial. So, learn that stuff. It literally will change your perspective on that human being that is in front of you who's serving you. He's not just, a server anymore, but he's a person who is in his Thai and he can understand you and you can understand him, and that changes your perspective. Not only that, but don't you think the Thai people are the people that you're hanging out with? They're going to love you more and welcome you more into their land, into their country, if you're trying at least to speak their language. Every single time I go and I try a little bit, I don't know what I'm talking about mostly, but I try to speak the language with everyone I meet. I'll say a few words. I'll be like, "Akat yen ka?" That means like good weather, yeah? I'm so bad. And so, they will be delighted. I talk to a lot of grandmothers, a lot of older people, because they're so cute and I love them. And a lot of them are serving me food. They're cooking food and serving me. And so I'll just interject with little things like that, like really nothing, right? But they are delighted. They're so happy, right? And then they start giving me a Thai lesson. Every single time I go to grab breakfast from this particular lady in the morning, and I go every day because she's there every day. I love her food. And she gives me a Thai lesson every single time, She's like, "Khao niao." And so I'll follow her, "Khao niao, khao niao." And she'll kind of correct me. And I just love it. I love it. Just the fact that she does that and she cares and she obviously loves it. And she's having fun with it. She laughs, I laugh, it's just like a fun experience. It makes me feel more at home here. It doesn't make me I don't feel out of place or as if this is not my country. I don't feel, like I'm a stranger here. I am their friend. I am, part of their culture right now. And they themselves are going to think that I'm not just like a random human being walking around taking advantage of their country, but I'm part of their country. I'm trying to be as immersed in the culture as possible. I try to eat as much of their food as possible. I try to walk in the alleyways that they're walking. I try to go to the markets that they're going to. I try to do all that stuff. And so obviously I do a lot of digital nomad stuff as well. So I hang out with a lot of expats and a lot of foreigners. But I try to balance it out as much as possible. And that really changes my experience, and it changes their experience of foreigners coming into their country, because they do have a lot of foreigners in their country, right? So I do implore you guys definitely to go learn the language or whatever country you're moving to, especially if you're a digital nomad and you're staying in the country for a little bit of time, perhaps 3 or 4 months. It's really easy just to learn the basics, and it really changes your experience and their experience of you. Make sense? I hope that you guys have an amazing day wherever you are. Again, join my team at patreon.com/boomshaka, my name. If not, I'll talk to you guys the next time around. Bye for now.